Do you know the Dave Darren Show?
Not enough to boil a monkey's bum.
Most people say, who the fuck is Dave Darren?
Like Disneyland, I'm the happiest fucking guy on earth.
Who the fuck is Dave Darren?
Who the fuck is Dave Darren?
Are you a poof duck?
He used to be on terrestrial radio, but he got fired.
It's over. Don't you think it's over?
I'll spit.
Who the fuck is Dave Darren?
Here comes the boss fella now.
Dave Darren.
Hey guys, Dave Darren here. Today's topic is going to be something about a Ouija board. Now, I'm going to talk about something else before I get involved in that. And I've got like one viewer here. I had 3 a second ago. It went down to 2, went down to 1. But you know, I do this show for myself, so I don't really care who or what listens to me. Here I am. You can see me in all my glory here. In the background, I got my 3D printer running. So I've got this new one. It's a really cool printer because it gives you the silent treatment, so it's not noisy while I'm doing other kind of shit. I can even sleep with this thing on. So let me talk about something else before I get into the Ouija board, if that's the way you pronounce it, Ouija board. About a week ago, I was online before I was permitted to come back on Facebook. I was online. I was looking around Facebook, and I saw this person, and she said she or he. It's a person named Shane. So I'm assuming it's a guy, although all the pictures and the profile was of a girl. So I don't know, maybe the guy's transgendered into a woman. I have no idea. But he had, or she had, Rottweiler puppies for sale. So I got on and I made a comment. I made a comment because this is what I do. We've had all of our lives, we've had 5 dogs. First 3 we got from the SPCA in Delaware. Don't blame me for fucking Joe Biden in Delaware, but we got our first 3 dogs from Delaware. From the SPCA, Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. That's what SPCA stands for. We moved to Arizona. We got our dogs here from a rescue, a legitimate rescue. Let me button up because everyone's probably wanting to put their hands all over my chest because I've gotten so much more muscular lately. But so I got on there and I said, you know, what are you doing? You're selling puppies. You got a puppy mill going on. I don't think she has a puppy mill or he has a puppy mill, but he's making puppies and he's selling them. I said, you know what? That's kind of a dickhead move. I said, you know, there's a bunch of puppies out there, and there's a bunch of dogs out there that are older than puppies that need homes. So what are you creating more of a population of animals for? Well, we got enough animals already. Why do you do that? Then the person comes back, and let me read some of the responses here from the Shane person. Let's see. And this is how hostile America has become, and people have become. At a drop of a hat, you will get the finger. At the drop of a hat, you will get anything at all. You will get hostility and outrage and violence from anyone you meet on the street. I think you can go out and you can go to a church and talk to a priest, and the priest will get pissed off, and the priest will give you a finger. That's how fucking bad it is now. But this guy Shane, or girl Shane, I said, he made some kind of response, and I said, oh, you're kind of a very angry dude, aren't you? And then he comes back and says, why comment on someone if you're not liking the response? So in other words, why did I comment on his post? And I told him why. I said, you know why? There's a bunch of animals out there that need homes, and you're out there making more animals that eventually, you know, this is how selfish people are. This is how selfish people are. Everyone will get this cute little puppy for their cute little daughter, and they'll have the cute little puppy. When the puppy becomes 1 year old, you know what they'll do? They'll go out and they'll dump the puppy at the SPCA because it's no longer a puppy. It's 1 year old. And then they'll go out and they'll get another puppy for their cute little daughter who's becoming more and more selfish, which is part of the reason society today is so fucked up, is because people are so selfish because the older people that have raised them have allowed them to become selfish without giving them the self-control that they need. So it starts off with the parents. All this shit that's going on now starts off with the parents. Everything is a blame of the parents. So that goes on. After that, I said, then Shane comes on, and this is what happens. This is after 3 comments from this guy Shane, or girl Shane. I'm assuming it's a guy because this comment, here we go. We can meet up and see how much of a bitch each one of us, and he doesn't complete the sentence, each one of us is, or each one of us are. He doesn't even, so it's trailer trash to begin with. But here's what we got going on. We got people that so he wants me to meet him to have a physical confrontation. And you know what? This is why I won't do that, because I am stronger than most of the people out there. I can kick some serious ass. If I go out there and I meet this Shane dickhead and over this issue with dogs and animals, if I go out there and meet Shane, suppose I let him throw the first punch, and then I punch him out and destroy his life, and then he comes back and he sues me, or his ancestors sue me because he's on the ground, unable to move, if you get my drift, because I'm out there in self-defense mode, right? So then what happens? I get sued because I'm defending myself, right? So I'm going to meet a fucking lunatic like this guy who, after 3 conversations, 3 posts, wants to meet me face to face because he happens to be in Arizona. I think I might have even know. I recognize the name. I might have even met him before. I might have even interviewed him from a band. I don't know. But the guy wants to meet me, and he wants to have a physical confrontation face to face with me because I told him what a dickhead he is to be creating more animals when the SPCA and the animal rescues are chock full of animals, especially now with COVID-19, right? Today I went to PetSmart, and I didn't see any of the cats that I usually see there that are trying to be adopted out, because there's less adoptions going on now because of all the fucking COVID-19 bullshit that's going on, right? And here we got a guy making more animals, more of a population of pets that are initially wanted, and then when they become no longer those little puppies or those little kittens, and the little daughter that's 2 years old and 3 years old now because it's 1 year later, doesn't think that the cat and the dog are cute anymore. So the parents, which are selfish pricks on top of the kids that they're making selfish pricks, get rid of the once puppy, bring it to the SPCA, get rid of it, and then the next day they're in a place where this person with Rottweiler puppies is selling the puppies. They'll go out there and buy that puppy to make their little kid happy. What they're doing is they're making little kids spoiled. All right, so next topic. And I'm going to get off here because this is a short show tonight. I don't intend to have these long shows. I just come on here and I talk to myself, pretty much. Ouija boards. When I was a kid, my parents bought me one. I forget how old I was. I might have been 8 or 9, and my brother was 4 years younger than me, so he was like 5 or something. And my parents bought it for me for Christmas. And of course, then it's like Santa, right? Of course, I didn't believe in Santa at that time. I don't think I ever believed in Santa because I've always been a really down-to-earth guy. In fact, you remember I did a show after the music show I did, which was vastly popular. And I started doing a paranormal show. And I did, my first show was a tribute to Art Bell. I remember Art Bell, at least from what he said on the air, he was afraid of Ouija boards. Am I pronouncing it right? Is it Ouija or Ouija? I don't need, or Ouija. I don't know. I call it Ouija board, all right? Forget I said it wrong, if I did say it wrong. But so here, my parents bought me one. I remember my brother and I, he's at the other side of the board, I'm on this side of the board, and we got our hands on the board, and the thing's moving around. I don't know if he's moving it, I don't know if I'm moving it subconsciously, but it's moving around. We're asking it a question. It's spelling bullshit out. It's spelling like a name like, you know, all the people that are from India, the India people, not the Native American Indians, the Indian people that come here that work for me, 2 of them work for me. Their last names I haven't said. It's almost like their parents, when they wanted to come up with their family name, they set their fingers on a keyboard, and whatever came out, that's the name of the person. That's what came out of the Ouija board. We're moving around, it's spelling JRPQS, and I'm asking it a question to get a name, John, or Jim, or Daniel, or Dave, and it's spelling out JKLPRZ. So, meaningless. So, Ouija board, I think that's full of bullshit. I mean, it's a piece of pressed wood with stenciled letters, and then it's got a nice shellac finish on it to make it look high class. And then you got this thing with felt on the bottom of it that moves around. And it's supposed to spell bullshit out, or you ask it a yes or no question. Whenever I asked it a yes or no, it went on a tangent and started spelling more bullshit out. It never went to yes or no on my yes or no questions. So I never believed it. Even if it gave me accuracy, I probably would have doubted it and stopped. I got less interested. The only thing that a Ouija board is dangerous of is if you use it as a frisbee and you chop someone's head off, like in the 007 movie Goldfinger, Odd Job. You threw the hat and it cut off a head. Ouija board, you throw the Ouija board and you cut someone's head off. Then it's dangerous. I don't think it's dangerous in any other perspective, but here's what someone posted. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, I'm going to drag it over. Let me make sure that it's visible. It's on this group called Dakota Laden Group. I have no idea what this is, but I happened to stumble upon this today. And here's a picture of a little girl, and she's got a Ouija board. And the commentary is, my almost 3-year-old daughter found our Ouija board and has been using it to practice her ABCs and numbers. All right, so now everyone makes a comment on it. Everyone's outraged that a parent could dare let their cute little blonde girl hold up a Ouija board and putting terror in her life. It's going to go to this is from Las Vegas. People in Las Vegas should be using the Ouija board so you can gamble. All right, that's what you should be using it for. So the girl's there. She's studying the letters of the alphabet and the numbers using a Ouija board. And everyone's out of their mind upset. Here's a person, Marion, who says, excuse me, my mind is blown. No offense to anyone, but why would anyone let their kid do that? And the person after that says, you really think the devil himself is going to step out of this thing? I love that comment because I agree with that comment. There's an outrageous amount of... what do they call it? Paranoid attitude about Ouija boards, or there's superstitions. You step under a ladder, you're going to get bad luck. As you crack glass, 7 years of bad luck. Cat crosses your path, bad luck. Well, it's all bullshit. It is all bullshit. It's in your mind. If you get manipulated in your mind, then you are submitting yourself to potential things going wrong in your life because you've let it engage in your mind. Here's someone else who says something. Here's someone who should be using a Ouija board to learn how to spell. This is Miriam, the same person that commented above. Maybe not, but I do know that it's not safe to be played around with kids. That's just utterly dumb. Can evil come through spelled incorrectly? You better get a Ouija board so you can learn how to spell. And it's wise to be cautious. Cautious also spelled wrong. So this person better get a Ouija board so she can learn how to spell. Some other comments here. I put it up on today's flyer. This person named Lauren said, no big deal. She'll have a demon attached to her for the rest of her life. Aaron says, I got stressed from just seeing photos of these boards. It's all fun and games until a family member gets possessed. I can't believe it. Gets possessed. Someone's going to get possessed by, it's funny, like I said when I did my show about paranormals, about UFOs, I had people call in. I let them talk about what they experienced, what they think they've experienced. I told you guys from the get-go that I do believe that there's life on other planets. I don't believe that there's life from other planets on this planet because I haven't witnessed it face-to-face. I haven't witnessed a Ouija board being really something that connects to the devil or Satan. I don't even believe in heaven and hell. But, not enough people are listening tonight, so you know what, I'm going to get off the air here because I'm spinning my wheels here with no one listening. This guy, Greg, says, take the board away from your daughter. You could be putting her at harm. Please, before it's too late and she ends up getting an attachment from an evil spirits. It's a bunch of crap. Anyway, I'm going back to my printing. You can see in the back I got 3D printer shit going on. It's kind of cool to be doing all this stuff. I actually create a bunch of stuff, and that's all I got. No need to talk anymore. See you guys later. Thanks. Cheers. Let me find my closing song. Here's my show closer, and that's all I got for today.
is what I have to breathe. My oxygen is raining. Blood that runs through me races so rapidly. Tense my aggression.
Tell me you could justify. So all the life from me. You take everything I need. You want everything but me. My heart's not breaking. You suck all the life from me. You take all the blood I bleed. You want everything but me. My heart's not breaking. You suck all the air I breathe. You take all the blood I bleed. You want everything but me. My heart's not breaking. You suck all the air I breathe. You take all the blood I bleed. You want everything but me. 'Cause you suck. And all the air I breathe. And all the air I breathe. 'Cause you suck.
Chip, you need Japanese music? Chip? Chip, Japanese music? Mom.